Hey everyone, and welcome to Italy. This beautiful country is known for its rich history, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or an adventure seeker, Italy has something to offer for everyone. I've always said Italy is a traveler's dream, and today we're going to explore that dream. Imagine yourself wandering through ancient ruins, savoring delicious Italian cuisine, and soaking in the breathtaking views. From the sunny beaches of the Amalfi Coast to the snowy Dolomites Mountains, Italy has something for everyone. The diverse landscapes offer endless opportunities for adventure and relaxation. We'll explore old ruins, see amazing Renaissance art, and walk through charming villages where time seems to have stopped. Each corner of Italy tells a story, and we're here to uncover them all. And of course, we'll enjoy the delicious food and wine. Italian cuisine is world-renowned, and there's nothing like tasting it right where it was born. From pasta to pizza and wine to gelato, your taste buds are in for a treat. Now I know what you might be thinking. Italy can be a lot to take in, especially if you've never been. The bustling cities, the myriad of attractions, and the rich culture can be overwhelming. But don't worry, I'm here to help. With a little guidance, you'll navigate through Italy like a pro. We'll share tips and tricks to make your journey smooth and enjoyable. We'll make travel easy, so you can focus on enjoying the beauty and culture of this amazing country. Whether it's capturing the perfect photo or simply soaking in the atmosphere, you'll have the time of your life. So grab your travel journal, pack your bags, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure as we discover the heart and soul of Italy together. Let's go. This journey promises to be filled with memories that will last a lifetime. Our trip starts on the Amalfi Coast, a 30-mile stretch of coastline south of Naples. This region is renowned for its stunning beauty, where the land meets the sea in a dramatic fashion. The Amalfi Coast is not just a destination, it's an experience that captivates all your senses. It's one of the most beautiful coastlines in the world, and it's easy to see why. The rugged cliffs, the sparkling blue waters, and the charming villages create a picturesque landscape that feels almost otherworldly. Imagine huge cliffs dropping into the turquoise Mediterranean Sea, creating a dramatic and awe-inspiring sight. These cliffs have been shaped by nature over millennia, standing as silent witnesses to the passage of time. Colorful villages built into the hills, each with its own unique charm and character. These villages are a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the people who have lived here for centuries, and lemon groves filling the air with their citrusy smell. The Amalfi Coast is famous for its lemons, which are used to make the region's renowned limoncello liqueur. The sight and scent of these groves are a delight to the senses. The towns along the Amalfi Coast are like something from a fairy tale. Each town has its own story to tell, with narrow streets, historic buildings, and vibrant local culture. Positano, with its pastel-colored houses tumbling down to the sea, is perfect for taking pictures. This town is a favorite among artists and photographers who come here to capture its beauty. Amalfi, the coast's namesake, has a rich history and offers charming squares and a beautiful cathedral. The town's maritime history is fascinating, and its architecture reflects its glorious past. And then there's Ravello, high above the coastline, where you can walk through gardens overlooking the sea. Ravello is known for its stunning views and its cultural events, including the famous Ravello Festival. Whether you want to relax on sunny beaches, hike scenic trails, or just enjoy the amazing views, the Amalfi Coast will stay with you forever. The region offers something for everyone, from adventure seekers to those looking for a peaceful retreat. But remember, it's a popular place, especially in the summer. The towns can get quite crowded, and the beaches can be packed with tourists. To avoid the crowds, think about visiting in the spring or fall, when the weather is still nice and there are fewer people. These seasons offer a more relaxed experience, allowing you to fully appreciate the beauty and tranquility of the Amalfi Coast. From the coast we head inland, leaving behind the bustling shores and the serene waves of the Mediterranean. Our journey takes us to the quiet hill town of Assisi, nestled in the heart of Italy. This town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a designation that underscores its significance to Italians and Catholics around the world. It was here in the 1200s that a young man named Francis made a monumental decision. He gave up his wealth and chose a life dedicated to helping others, a choice that would resonate through the ages. Francis founded the Franciscan Order, a movement that would go on to change the course of Christianity forever. His teachings emphasized humility, poverty, and a deep love for all living things. As you walk through the narrow cobblestone streets of Assisi, you can almost feel the presence of St. Francis. The town seems to whisper his name, echoing his spirit in every corner. Assisi is like a vast open-air museum dedicated to his life. The town is adorned with numerous frescoes, churches, and monuments that tell the story of his journey and his enduring legacy. The most important site in Assisi is undoubtedly the Basilica of St. Francis. This magnificent building stands as a testament to his life and work. Inside you'll find the saint's tomb, a place of pilgrimage for many. The basilica also houses some of the most important frescoes of the early Renaissance, each one a masterpiece in its own right. Take your time to admire the colorful scenes from St. Francis's life, painted by master artists. Each fresco tells a story, capturing moments of his life in vivid detail. But Assisi is more than just a religious site. It's a sanctuary for the soul, a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Stroll through its peaceful gardens, breathe in the fresh mountain air, and let the tranquility of the surroundings wash over you. It's a place for reflection, meditation, and finding inner peace. As you explore this spiritual town, you'll understand why St. Francis was so enamored with its beauty and serenity. The landscape, the history, and the spirit of Assisi combined to create a truly magical experience. Our next stop is the stunning island of Capri. This little slice of paradise in the Bay of Naples is known for its dramatic cliffs, crystal-clear waters, and luxurious charm. Just the name makes you think of movie stars, beautiful blue water, and dramatic cliffs. And let me tell you, it's as amazing as it sounds. Most people arrive by ferry, and the moment you see Capri's cliffs rising from the sea, you know you're in for something special. This is Capri's famous piazzetta, the island's social hub. Whether you're here for a morning espresso or an evening aperitivo, this place is always buzzing. One of the most famous sights in Capri, these massive rock formations are a must-see. Legend says couples who kiss while passing under the arch of the Faraglioni will have eternal love. The blue grotto is pure magic. The sunlight enters the cave and makes the water glow this unreal shade of blue. It's one of the most surreal experiences you'll ever have. Capri is everything you dream of. Breathtaking views, charming streets, and the perfect mix of adventure and relaxation. Along the Italian Riviera coastline, you'll find Cinque Terre, which means 5 lands. It's 5 charming fishing villages, Monterosso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Rio Maggiore, built on the cliffs, connected by walking paths and a train. Each village is unique. Monterosso is the only village in Cinque Terre with a proper beach. Monterosso is perfect if you want to relax and swim. Vernazza might just be my favorite. It's got a perfect little harbor, a castle, and some of the best gelato around. Unlike the other villages, Corniglia sits high on a hill with no direct beach access, which means fewer crowds and incredible views. If you've seen pictures of Cinque Terre, chances are it was Manarola. This village has colorful houses stacked like building blocks. And Rio Maggiore, this is the southernmost village, and it's a postcard-perfect spot with pastel-colored houses stacked on the cliffs. Cinque Terre is truly one of Italy's most magical destinations. Whether you're here for the views, the food, or the adventure, there's something for everyone. Now let's go inland to one of Italy's most enchanting and mysterious destinations, Civita di Bagnoregio. Known as the Dying Town, this ancient village sits on a crumbling cliff, slowly being eroded by time. Civita di Bagnoregio is about 90 minutes from Rome, making it a perfect day trip. To reach the town, you have to walk across this long bridge, which makes the approach feel like stepping into another world. This is the Porta Santa Maria, the only entrance to Civita. Once you step inside, it's like traveling back in time. Piazza San Donato is the heart of Civita. It's small, peaceful, and surrounded by medieval charm. This church dates back over 1,000 years and still holds on to so much history. Civita di Bagnoregio is like a fairy tale frozen in time, quiet, breathtaking, and full of history. If you're ever in Italy, make sure this hidden gem is on your list. Let's leave the sunny coast for the beautiful Italian Alps, specifically the Dolomites. Imagine huge limestone peaks, green valleys, and charming villages. The Dolomites are a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of their amazing landscapes. Here the Lake Braes might just be the most photographed lake in the Dolomites, Lago di Braes. And honestly, it's even more stunning in real life. Whether you like to hike, take pictures, or just enjoy nature, the Dolomites has something for you. This is Alpe di Siusi, Europe's largest alpine pasture. It's like a scene from The Sound of Music. No trip to the Dolomites is complete without seeing Trecime di Lavaredo, one of the most famous mountain formations in the world. In winter, the Dolomites become a winter wonderland, perfect for skiing, snowboarding, and snowshoeing. The Dolomites are truly one of the most breathtaking places in the world. Whether you're here for adventure, photography, or just to take in the scenery, it's an unforgettable experience. Next, we're in Florence, the heart of Tuscany and the birthplace of the Renaissance. Florence has it all: amazing art, beautiful buildings, delicious food, and a vibrant culture. You can't come to Florence without visiting the Duomo. This masterpiece took over 140 years to build and has one of the most impressive domes in the world. This is Ponte Vecchio, Florence's most famous bridge. It's been around since medieval times and is lined with unique jewelry shops. Florence is home to some of the greatest artworks in the world. If you love art, the Uffizi Gallery is a must. Florence is basically an open-air museum. This square is home to Palazzo Vecchio and stunning sculptures, including a replica of Michelangelo's David. Most people go to Piazzale Michelangelo for sunset, but if you want a quieter, even better view, come up here to San Miniato al Monte. Florence is a city that steals your heart. History, art, food, and incredible views all in one place. From Tuscany, we go north to the Italian Lakes region, a land of shimmering waters, green mountains, and charming villages. Imagine relaxing by Lake Como, surrounded by beautiful villas and gardens. Lake Como has been a favorite spot for artists and celebrities for years. Take a boat tour to see the grand villas, including the famous Villa del Balbianello, which was in some James Bond movies. Explore the charming town of Bellagio, known as the Pearl of Lake Como, with its narrow streets and amazing lake views. Our next stop is the Italian Riviera. The name makes you think of colorful villages on cliffs, turquoise water, and the sweet life. Stretching from Genoa to Tuscany, this coastline is amazing. Whether you want sunny beaches, charming towns, or Italian glamour, the Riviera has it all. The best way to see the Riviera is by train. The coastal train offers stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea. Stop at any of the towns along the way and enjoy the local atmosphere. Each town is unique, from the fancy shops of Portofino to the colorful houses of Camogli. Our next stop is Lucca, one of Tuscany's best-kept secrets. Unlike other busy cities in Italy, Lucca is peaceful, full of history, and surrounded by incredible Renaissance walls. One of the coolest things about Lucca is that its city walls are completely intact. Built in the Renaissance, they now serve as a beautiful park. This is one of Lucca's most iconic spots is Piazza dell'Anfiteatro. It was originally a Roman amphitheater, and today it's filled with cafes and restaurants. Lucca is sometimes called the city of 100 churches, and you'll see why as you walk around. Lucca has some hidden gems, like the gardens of Palazzo Fanner. It feels like stepping into a Renaissance painting. You'll see the terracotta rooftops of the city and enjoy views of the countryside. Lucca is one of Tuscany's most charming and underrated cities. Whether you love history, food, or just a peaceful atmosphere, this place is a must-visit. Our next stop is Milan, the fashion capital of Italy, and a city where history meets modern style. From iconic landmarks to world-class shopping and delicious food, we're starting with Milan's most famous landmark, the Duomo di Milano. It took nearly 6 centuries to complete and is one of the largest cathedrals in the world. Take the elevator or stairs to the rooftop for one of the best panoramic views in Milan. Right next to the Duomo is this masterpiece, Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. It's one of the world's oldest shopping malls, home to high-end brands like Prada and Gucci. Milan is also a city of art and culture. This is Teatro alla Scala, one of the most prestigious opera houses in the world. And of course, you can't miss Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, one of the most iconic paintings in history. Milan is the fashion capital of the world, and this is where the magic happens, Quadrilatero della Moda, home to the most exclusive brands. Milan isn't just about fashion, it also has a fun nightlife scene. The Navigli district is the best place to enjoy an aperitivo by the water. Milan is a city of contrasts, history, fashion, culture, and food, all wrapped into one amazing destination. Our next stop is Naples, the vibrant heart of southern Italy. Known for its incredible history, world-famous pizza, and stunning views, this city is packed with culture. We're starting at one of Naples' most iconic spots, Piazza del Plebiscito. This grand square is surrounded by historic buildings like the Royal Palace and the beautiful Basilica of San Francesco di Paola. The Spaccanapoli is Naples' historic heart. The street cuts right through the old city and is full of life, locals selling everything from pizza to fresh pastries. Now let's head underground. Napoli Sotterranea is a network of tunnels and ancient Roman ruins beneath the city. It's like stepping back in time, discovering the layers of history beneath the bustling streets. No visit to Naples would be complete without seeing Mount Vesuvius. This active volcano erupted in AD 79, destroying Pompeii and Herculaneum. Now it's time for the star of Naples, pizza. This is where pizza was born, and the traditional margherita is a must-try. Naples is a city full of energy, history, and incredible food. It's a must-visit for anyone heading to southern Italy. From Naples we travel to the peaceful hill town of Orvieto, one of Italy's most breathtaking hilltop towns. This ancient city built atop volcanic rock is filled with incredible history, stunning architecture, and amazing food. The highlight of Orvieto is its magnificent cathedral, the Duomo. This masterpiece of Italian Gothic architecture dominates the town square. Beneath the city lies a hidden world, Orvieto Underground. These tunnels date back over 2,500 years, used by the Etruscans for storage, water collection, and even escape routes. This is St. Patrick's Well, built in the 16th century to ensure Orvieto always had fresh water during sieges. Designed with two separate staircases so donkeys carrying water wouldn't have to turn around, it's a true masterpiece of engineering, or the best view of Orvieto and the surrounding valleys. Come up to the Albornoz Fortress. Originally built in the 14th century, it offers incredible panoramic views. Orvieto is a true hidden gem, full of history, charm, and unforgettable flavors. Pisa. This Tuscan city is famous for its leaning tower, but it offers so much more. This is the Piazza dei Miracoli, or Square of Miracles, and it's home to some of the most breathtaking buildings in all of Italy. This Pisa Cathedral, built in the 11th century, is a masterpiece of Romanesque architecture. And here it is, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Construction started in the 12th century, but due to soft ground, it began tilting before it was even finished. If you're up for it, you can climb the 294 steps to the top for an incredible view of the city. And of course, you can't leave without taking the classic Pisa photo. One of the best ways to see Pisa is by walking along the Arno River. It's a peaceful escape from the crowds of Piazza dei Miracoli. Now let's talk food. Pisa is part of Tuscany, so you'll find incredible flavors here. A must-try dish is papa al pomodoro, a rich, comforting tomato and bread soup. If you're looking for a quiet escape, check out Giardino Scotto. This hidden green space is perfect for relaxing after a day of sightseeing. Not many tourists come here, so it's a great spot to unwind and take in the local atmosphere. Pisa is so much more than just its famous tower. It's full of history, stunning architecture, and delicious Tuscan food. Our next stop is Pompeii and Herculaneum, two of the most incredible archaeological sites in the world. These ancient Roman cities were buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius nearly 2,000 years ago, perfectly preserving a glimpse of life in the past. Pompeii was a thriving Roman city before disaster struck in 79 AD. It was buried under volcanic ash, preserving homes, streets, and even people just as they were. Walking through Pompeii, you'll be amazed at how well preserved everything is. Now, we're in Herculaneum. Unlike Pompeii, this city was covered in volcanic mud rather than ash, meaning it's even better preserved. This house of god Neptune and his wife Amphitrite is one of Herculaneum's highlights. Look at these mosaics, almost 2,000 years old and still so vibrant. Pompeii and Herculaneum are living history, two cities frozen in time, giving us an incredible glimpse into the ancient world. Our next stop is Ravenna. This city was once the capital of the Western Roman Empire and is home to some of the most breathtaking mosaics in the world. This is the Basilica of San Vitale, one of the most famous sites in Ravenna. Built in the 6th century, it's one of the best preserved examples of Byzantine architecture in the world. Right next to San Vitale is this tiny yet magical mausoleum. Step inside and it feels like you're under a starry sky. This is one of the oldest and most beautiful mosaics in Ravenna, dating back to the 5th century. These mosaics, made of tiny pieces of colored glass, show biblical scenes, emperors, and saints. Every detail is made of tiny mosaic tiles, each placed by hand nearly 1,500 years ago. Ravenna is a city of mosaics, history, and hidden charm. Whether you're here for the art, the food, or the peaceful atmosphere, it's a destination that stays with you. Our next stop is Rome, the Eternal City. From ancient ruins to Renaissance art, from mouth-watering food to vibrant street life, this city is pure magic. First stop, the Colosseum. Built nearly 2,000 years ago, this arena once held 50,000 spectators watching gladiators fight for glory. Beneath the arena was an elaborate network of tunnels where animals and fighters waited before battle. Right next to the Colosseum is the Roman Forum, once the political, religious, and social center of ancient Rome. Walking through these ruins feels like stepping back in time. No trip to Rome is complete without tossing a coin into the Trevi Fountain. Legend says 1 coin means you'll return to Rome, 2 means romance, and 3 means marriage. This is the Pantheon, one of the best preserved ancient Roman buildings. Its dome is still the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world. And yes, when it rains, water comes in, but the floor is designed to drain it away. One of the most beautiful squares in Rome, Piazza Navona is full of history, cafes, and stunning fountains. Each statue of Bernini's fountain represents a major river from different continents. Now we're in Vatican City, the world's smallest country. And here, the St. Peter's Basilica is the heart of the Catholic Church. Inside, you'll find Michelangelo's stunning Pieta, a true masterpiece carved from a single block of marble. The Vatican museums are a treasure trove of art. The Raphael rooms are filled with incredible frescoes. And of course, the Sistine Chapel, home to Michelangelo's famous ceiling. Rome is a city like no other. Ancient, vibrant, and full of life. Whether it's your first time or your 10th, there's always something new to discover. Our next stop is the island of Sicily. Italy's largest island and a place where ancient history, stunning landscapes, and mouth-watering food come together. First stop, Palermo. The capital of Sicily is full of life, history, and amazing street food. The Palermo Cathedral with its mix of Norman, Gothic, and Baroque styles is a perfect example of how different cultures shaped Sicily over centuries. And now, let's talk food. Palermo is famous for arancini, crispy rice balls filled with ragu or cheese, and pennelle chickpea fritters that are super tasty. Taormina is one of the most beautiful spots in Sicily, with breathtaking views of the coast and Mount Etna. Next stop, Mount Etna. It's one of the world's most active volcanoes and a must-see when in Sicily. You can take a cable car or a jeep tour to the top for an up-close look at the craters. The landscape here feels like another planet. Sicily is famous for its fresh seafood. Try pasta alla norma made with eggplant and ricotta, or pasta con le sarde with sardines and wild fennel. And of course, cannoli. These crispy pastry shells filled with sweet ricotta are absolutely delicious. Sicily is a land of history, beauty, and amazing food. Whether you love ancient ruins, stunning landscapes, or delicious cuisine, this island has something for everyone. Welcome to Siena, one of Italy's most beautiful and historic cities. Known for its medieval charm, stunning architecture, and the famous Palio horse race, Siena is a must-visit in Tuscany. Imagine stepping back in time to the Middle Ages, walking through narrow streets, and finding yourself in a bustling square. Siena is a perfectly preserved medieval town. Siena's heart is the Piazza del Campo, a shell-shaped square. This is where the famous Palio horse race happens twice a year. Siena is a city frozen in time, full of history, charm, and incredible food. Whether you come for the Palio, the stunning architecture, or just to soak in the Tuscan atmosphere, this city will steal your heart. Our next stop is Sorrento. This charming town sits on cliffs overlooking the Bay of Naples. It's our gateway to the Amalfi Coast. Imagine sipping limoncello on a sunny terrace, smelling orange blossoms, and looking at the Mediterranean Sea. That's the magic of Sorrento. Walk through its narrow streets lined with shops selling ceramics, leather goods, and limoncello. Sorrento is truly a dream destination with its incredible views, delicious food, and perfect location for exploring the Amalfi Coast and beyond. Our next stop is Venice, a city built on water with canals and historic bridges everywhere. We're starting in Piazza San Marco, the heart of Venice and one of the most beautiful squares in the world. Here the St. Mark's Basilica is a masterpiece of Byzantine architecture. Inside you'll find breathtaking mosaics that shimmer in the light. Venice has no roads, just canals. The Grand Canal is the main street of the city, lined with stunning palaces from the 13th to 18th centuries. The Rialto Bridge is one of Venice's most iconic spots, with incredible views over the Grand Canal. This is a place where you can ride a gondola, take a vaporetto, or just walk, crossing countless bridges and exploring the charming streets. If you have extra time, visit Burano, a beautiful island known for its colorful houses and handmade lace. Murano is another great trip. This island has been making world-famous glass for centuries. Venice is truly one of the most magical places in the world. From its historic landmarks to hidden corners, every street feels like a painting. And there you have it. We've explored some of the most incredible places in Italy, from ancient ruins and charming villages to stunning coastlines and delicious food. But this is just the beginning. Italy is a country filled with endless beauty, hidden gems, and unforgettable experiences waiting to be discovered. Thank you for coming along on this adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel videos.